me now, AFC Wimbledon Academy manager Michael Hamilton and Nigel Higgs, the man very much responsible for resurrecting Wimbledon's youth system here. And we're here for a special reason this morning. Michael, tell us about the Nigel Higgs Development Award.
So this morning we're going to award the first ever recipient of the Nigel Higgs Development Award. He has no idea that he's winning it. He's next door. He believes he's come here this morning to train with the under-18s, and I'm going to put him in a minute, introduce him into Nigel. It's going to be announced, and Robbo's going to also let him know how the day's going to go. The day being, he will participate in some part with the first team training session, plus there's one or two other little surprises coming up.
Nigel, it's a tremendous situation to be here as well, isn't it? I mean, for young Leo Young, who's going to be getting the award as well, and for your name to be associated with this award, yeah?
Yeah, obviously I'm very honoured to be asked to present this award in my name. I was, really kind of quite surprised and shocked when it was suggested, but I'm very happy to support the continuing development of the Academy. It's really something that's always been very close to my heart, as you can imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, we've got to be frank about it, is that we wouldn't really have had a youth system having started up again if it wasn't for the work of you right from the beginning, Nigel.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who have contributed, not least Mike and Mark in the more recent years. The time has absolutely flown by. It's now 20 years since I sat down with Terry Eames and some of his friends, Paul Bentley and other colleagues have hit theirs at the time to get it off the ground in the first place. But what's really pleased me about the way that it's carried on developing is that we've continued to emphasise that we want the boys to develop both on the pitch as great players and potential players for AFC Wimbledon, but also off the pitch and be good people who represent themselves and the club well. We've achieved that.
You must be so pleased as well with the fact that obviously Robbo, now head coach, and the amount of academy products that have broken through into the first team.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a delight, to be honest. But when we first set it up back in 2002, 2003, and it's evolved over those years, we always anticipated that as a fan zone club, and I'm deeply committed to remaining a fan zone club, but the only way that we can continue to prosper is if we developed our own players and developed an economic model around that supported the development of the first team. And it's wonderful to see it in practice, and long may it continue.
Absolutely. Michael, finally as well, it's really important that we give this award in terms of in the name of Nigel Higgs for the work that he's did for setting up the Academy, yeah?
Definitely, some of the core values Nigel started up many years ago, I still, they are the foundation of what we're built upon now. It's very easy to develop the player, and of course our job is to produce professional footballers. But one thing that we need to value more and want to pay a higher tariff on is the personal development. And Leo Young is the recipient of the 2021 award, and he's a deserving winner. He's a credit to himself, he's a credit to his family, and hopefully this now sets the tone for the younger boys coming up with what they can achieve if they put their head down, they work hard, and they're willing to keep developing.
Just before we bring Leo in as well, the unsuspecting winner of this, just tell us a little bit about his background.
So he's currently an under-16. He signed his scholarship with us in December 2020, so that means he's committed to us for the next 2 years. He's a leader, he's a centre back, he's quite recognisable on the pitch, so he wears goggles to see, but that's something that we've told him to maintain because it's him. He's been with us since he was 8 years old, and he really embodies everything that we're about. He's been with him through and through, and yeah, I think you'll capture the moment later on and it will show how much it means to him. Leo, you obviously know Mark.
How are you, Leo?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So the reason we got you in, Leo,
Yeah.
this is Nigel Higgs. So
Yeah.
Nigel started our youth structure many years ago. He was also responsible for employing me 16 years ago. So Nigel was a massive believer in developing the person as well as the player.
Yeah.
So what we've done, we've got the Nigel Higgs Award, and what the Nigel Higgs Award is for players, academy players that we think go way above and beyond developing themselves as players and people. And we're happy to say that you're the first ever winner.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So congratulations,
Thank
Leo.
you.
I'm delighted to give you this award. I've heard a lot about you from teachers and the coaches here, how you're both a very good player and develop your athletic ability, but you're also great off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
That you're a top student, and you're very collaborative and supportive and helpful at school. So in light of that, we feel you're the best candidate to get this award. So
Yeah.
welcome and well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So as part of it, Leo, joining the meeting today, just to watch our little match prep meeting for tomorrow. You're going to join in the first 6-7 minutes of the session this morning. Can only be that, unfortunately, because we've got to do match prep. You join in the first 6-7 minutes of the session, Don's keep ball. And then what you do, on a home game, on a match day at home, we're going to get you in so you can be around the lads in the dressing room. So you can experience what a home game's like in the match day. You're going to go out and warm up with the lads on that match day as well. So you know, we want people to realise people like you are putting that extra effort. You know, it's well worth it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
No,
Yeah.
well done.
I've got some
Oh,
mementos for you.
that's good.
Signed first team shirt.
Thank you.
And some other. You're a voracious reader, and
Yeah, no,
you
I'll
are.
read
I think
a bit, yeah.
some good advice in there.
Yeah, I do.
Hopefully will help you in your career's development.
Yeah. Alright, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
look forward to seeing you on the pitch, Leo.
Well done again.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Cheers.
Well, with me now, Leo Young, the first recipient of the Nigel Higgs Development Award. What kind of morning have you had, Leo?
Yeah, it's been a good morning, obviously receiving the award, and then I did some analysis stuff with the first team, which was really good, getting an insight on what they do before the game, and then warmed up with them, that was good, and then did some of the first team, the Don's keep ball, which was really good, and met with some of the players like Ben Hennigan, took me on board, and it was a good morning.
Yeah, how did that go with Ben? Because he seemed to be sort of giving you some advice out there, yeah?
Yeah, it was really good, we can like relate, obviously playing in the same position, and he's kind of went through a similar thing, we were talking about like the academy, and how he's like went through the same process, so it was good to like relate on that terms. So it was a good morning.
Tell us about your background, how long you've been with the academy for.
So I've been at the club since I was 8 years old. So that was with Jeremy, the old academy manager, and also did some stuff with Robbo and Rob Tuvey. So I've been at the club obviously since 8, now I'm 16. So hopefully keep it going until I'm 18 and hopefully break into the first team.
Who've been the real influences on you since you've been here?
I would say obviously Rob, because he's known me since I was 8. He's had a major influence on me, and obviously all the staff as well. All their contributions have obviously got me to where I am now. So I would say everyone, but let's say Rob and Robbo definitely like influenced me to get where I am now, and I hope I can like repay them by getting to the first team.
Absolutely, of course, you know, we see with the glasses, but out there as well with the goggles on as well.
Yeah.
It's not hampered you in any way, does it? Tell us about it.
Well, when I was younger, Michael has said, you don't play football with your head, you play football with your feet. So I've never like let that interfere with me. I've kind of used it as like motivation to like stand out and be like the one with the goggles, but then I show them with my feet what I can do. It's not just to do with what I can see. So.
It was good to, of course, meet Nigel Higgs as well this morning, the man who sort of really resurrected Wimbledon's youth system. That must have been an important moment for you, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. With like the club's history, we had a chat out on the pitch about how he got Robbo in and like how he's like transformed the club into what it is now. And obviously he's contributed really well with what the club and like how he's brought it on over the years. So we're just thankful to him for what he's done.
So it's a fantastic achievement, of course, but what next for you? How are you going to move on from this?
Well, obviously, we've got the FA Youth Cup pushing in the next few days. So I just want to keep getting at that and hopefully starting it. I'm on the bench for the next few games for the 18s, but obviously the main goal is to get the professional contract and break into the first team. But I just have to keep getting at it every day, keep doing my stuff, and hopefully the outcome will be there.
Does that inspire when you see the likes of obviously Will Nightingale, Anthony Hartigan, Ayuba Sal having made it through, yeah?
Yeah, obviously they went through the same process as me. I've looked at, let's say, Will Nightingale in my position as well as like an influence and as a role model to me. So hopefully one day I can be in his position and yeah, carry on.